afternoon and welcome to the Ocean Springs Chamber of Commerce Main Street Tourism Bureau's annual meeting. We're coming to you live here on Facebook, doing things a little bit differently this year. So we're bringing you our annual meeting virtually. First, I'd like to start by thanking some of our partners that made this event possible.
Ocean Springs is where heritage meets hip in a totally unique way. It's one of the places on the Gulf Coast that's an incubator to try out new ideas. We've got these institutions, but also these exciting businesses and entrepreneurs. It's where art meets industry. We work very closely with Mississippi Power. The nice humidity control that we need, that's because of Mississippi Power. There are people behind the scenes to keep the artwork preserved for future generations, and we know they've got our backs.
It's only human to find inspiration in nature and also find answers. Our search to transform farm waste into renewable natural gas led Chevron to partner with California Bioenergy, working to provide an alternative source of power for a cleaner way forward.
Thank you again to the sponsors who are helping to make this event possible. 2020 was a unique year, so thank you all for hanging in with us. I'd like to take a moment and recap some of the highlights, some of the things we actually can celebrate of 2020. 2020 was an unusual year with unprecedented moments. The Ocean Springs community is resilient, and like never before, our community rallied together to keep the economy alive. Yes, some were not able to make it, but many were able to sustain. We saw changes in how we do business, how we communicate and network with each other, as well as embrace the digital world head on. When the year began, we had a full calendar of events planned. You see, in Ocean Springs, festivals and events drive our economy, so we had to hold on the best we could and adapt. In Ocean Springs, we don't say we can't do this. We say, how can we do this differently? And in 2020, the whole community lived by that motto. We created the hashtag Ocean Springs Community Strong for inspiration, and the entire community embraced it. Before the pandemic hit, our businesses operated by business as usual. Each retailer or restaurant owner had their own way of reaching their customers, while the Ocean Springs Chamber promoted the whole as the city's marketing arm. Some restaurants and retailers had Facebook, but few had websites and Instagram. By the summertime, all of our retailers had added websites or social media outlets to their marketing plan. Embracing social media and internet presence helped many of our businesses survive, and in some instances, created record sales for their companies. The town as a whole saw sales taxes increase in 2020. It is amazing to know that even growth came to the community during this time. More than 55 new businesses joined the Ocean Springs Chamber, and the team at the Chamber hosted more than a dozen ribbon cuttings. The growth even brought on expansions. For example, one business expanded and recently opened a rooftop. A couple of businesses moved their locations into downtown and expanded their footprints. New restaurants opened on Highway 90, along with other growth downtown, uptown, all around town in 2020. Mixed-use development has always been a part of what we offer in town, and the growth continued in 2020. Buildings with upper-level apartments and activities really are the norm in town these days. For us in Ocean Springs, quality of life has always been a part of our strategic plan. From utilizing our green spaces and city parks to the preservation of our tree canopy and beautification, we even developed a new user-friendly walking map for the downtown district area that includes historic landmarks, art features around town, and more. And we distribute it from state line to state line. New residents and neighborhoods popped up, as well as visitors. Tourism is a vital part of our business community in Ocean Springs. And in 2020, we saw a decrease, but still received visitors from 42 states and 9 countries. We also distributed nearly 30,000 copies of our updated Ocean Springs tour guide. We at the Ocean Springs Chamber have also adapted. We learned how to host online meetings and create virtual components to events. We worked closely with the city officials and organized grassroots meetings with local businesses to keep them informed of the facts during the uncertain times of 2020. We created safety protocol packets and shared them with our local businesses on a monthly basis to help them protect themselves and customers. We worked with the Ocean Springs Fire Department and created mask handout days, among other Community Strong efforts. We held on to what we could and met with local and state officials to execute the Cruise on the Coast and the Peter Anderson Arts and Crafts Festival presented by Blue Moon in the safest way possible. 2020 was definitely a year like no other, and at the Ocean Springs Chamber of Commerce Main Street Tourism Bureau, we remained committed to our community and hold strong to our mission of promoting tourism, providing progressive leadership for economic and community vitality for the greater Ocean Springs, Jackson County area and the Mississippi Gulf Coast, as well as embracing the local culture and preserving the quality of life through planned growth, diversification, and beautification. As a three-tiered organization, we focus on membership, helping local businesses to sustain through marketing, promotion, and commerce opportunities, preservation of the downtown Main Street district via the Main Street program, as well as branding, marketing, and town promotion to residents and visitors through a tourism bureau and visitor center. Thank you to all the partners who have helped make our events possible, those who helped us embrace the digital aspects of this ever-changing world, and thank you to the residents and businesses who helped make the Ocean Springs community strong. Wow, 2020 did bring some good things that we can all celebrate. And none of it would have been possible without our partnership and leadership from the City of Ocean Springs. So now I would like to turn it over to Mayor Shay Dobson to say a few words.
Hello, and thank you for joining us for the annual 2021 meeting of the Ocean Springs Chamber of Commerce. Today we're going to be celebrating our business community. We're going to be celebrating our first responders and all of the community leaders that make this city such an amazing place to live, work, and play. This past year has been very trying. It's been unprecedented. It's come with a lot of challenges. And our first responders and our community leaders and our business community has had to work really hard and get really creative to keep our economy going and to keep up the standard of service that we're used to seeing here in the city of Ocean Springs. So I want to thank everybody for supporting everyone here that we're going to be celebrating today. I want to thank everybody for supporting the small businesses and our first responders. And as a testament to that, we actually just got in our sales taxes for this year. We are actually up over $61,000 in sales taxes as opposed to this time last year. So that really shows that it's working, and I want to thank everybody for doing what they can to support all of these businesses. I want to remind everybody to use the hashtag #OSCommunityStrong in the comments. And whenever you share this video, please like and share the video and use the hashtag #OSCommunityStrong whenever you do share it. And when you do, that will enter you into a drawing to win a swag bag from the Ocean Springs Chamber of Commerce.
That's right. Just like the mayor said, hashtag #OSCommunityStrong now to be entered to win some great prizes from some of our local businesses.
That's right. Yeah. Please remember to share and like this post using the hashtag #OSCommunityStrong to win some great prizes from our phenomenal Ocean Springs businesses. So with that, we're going to go ahead and get started with our awards today. Our first award is for Educator of the Year. It is with great honor that we say thank you and recognize Cindy Lowry as Educator of the Year. Every year, the Ocean Springs School District selects a Teacher of the Year who exemplifies Ocean Springs' mission and vision, which is to educate and inspire all students to their highest levels of achievement. We are honored to recognize this year's Teacher of the Year, Cindy Lowry, English teacher with the Ocean Springs Middle School.
Hi, I am Cindy Lowry, and I teach 8th grade English at the middle school. It's an honor to represent this school district.
Congratulations, Cindy. Thank you for all that you do. Our next award is Ambassador of the Year. From ribbon cuttings to breakfast with the mayor to business after hours, the Ambassador team is an important part of making these events possible. A friendly face to all who attend, this ambassador could be counted on to be at almost every event, helping wherever needed and greeting guests. We're pleased to present this year's Ambassador of the Year to Landon McCarty. Unfortunately, Landon couldn't be here today, so on behalf of Landon, thank you and congratulations.
That's right. Thank you, Landon, for everything you've done. Next up is the Volunteer of the Year Award. Community events in 2020 looked a little different from previous years as modifications were made to accommodate new guidelines and volunteer structure adjusted to these changes. With fewer hands to help, those volunteers who helped were crucial to the success of both the Peter Anderson Festival and Cruising the Coast. This year's Volunteer of the Year put in countless hours on both weekends, and you were always able to find him in the early mornings of setup, helping to resolve issues during the day, and tearing down booths and moving cars to close the day. The Volunteer of the Year for 2020 goes to Kevin Wade.
Thank y'all.
Congratulations, Kevin. Thank you for all you do in helping us in a COVID year with all these events and activities. Our next award is the Entrepreneur of the Year. As a hub of creativity and innovation, Ocean Springs thrives on the entrepreneurial spirit of its residents and business owners. Once an ice house and cold storage facility, the new owners came in and renovated a building space into one of Ocean Springs' most unique gathering places. Multiple areas within the Jackson Pearl give the opportunity to turn the space into whatever one might envision. For these reasons, we present this year's Entrepreneur of the Year to Chari and Craig Bird of the Jackson Pearl.
Thank you very much. We're really excited to receive this award and just really appreciate all the support with the community, from the community and from the chamber. So thank you.
Excellent job. Next up is our Community Leader of the Year Award. We would like to honor in appreciation of helping us to get through some tough times with COVID in 2020. Dr. Randy Roth with the Singing River Health System has been on the front line of this whole crisis. Not only has he continued practice medicine, he has also been the Chief Medical Officer for the system during the 2020 crisis. He has been an outstanding leader and has poured love and sympathy over the entire medical staff that has seen so much in 2020. Everyone at Singing River Health System knows he is a busy man in the system, but he is often seen in the hallways and break rooms sitting with nurses and doctors and praying and caring for them. While Dr. Roth is known as one of the best doctors and most brilliant minds in our region, he always puts others first and knows none of that stuff matters if you don't love and care for others and your community first. It is with great honor that we award Community Leader of the Year 2020 to Dr. Randy Roth.
Thank you all so much for this award. I wasn't expecting it. This award really reflects all the hard work of all of our first responders, caretakers, doctors, and nurses. It's a great place to live. Stay healthy. We're almost there. The end's in sight. Thank you very much.
Thank you again, Dr. Roth, for being there and helping us out. Our next award is Retailer of the Year. This year's Retailer of the Year made a jump from Government Street to Washington Avenue, moving into a larger space and bringing a unique storefront to the downtown area. With a staff that is always friendly and willing to help when you walk in, and a company with a growing social media presence that gives you the ability to shop from home, this year's Retailer of the Year goes to Ocean Springs Mercantile.
Hi, I'm Susan. I'm very honored to have gotten this award. I couldn't have done it without my husband and all my girls that work for me. Thank you.
Thank you, Susan. Congratulations.
And next up is Restaurant of the Year. As restaurants face new challenges in 2020, getting creative to still serve the community of Ocean Springs became key to adapting. This restaurant stayed open through every change, bringing curbside pickup to the public. They added an outdoor bar at the front of the patio and continued to support local musicians with outdoor live music throughout the week. It is for these reasons that this year's Restaurant of the Year goes to Mosaic Restaurant and Bar.
Thank you. My name is Ken Williams. I'm the proud owner of Mosaic and the Beer House in downtown Ocean Springs. I want to first thank my wife and my business partners, Raj and Pam Tooley. Most importantly, I want to thank my patrons, the City Council, the Mayor, who are so pro-business and so pro-Ocean Springs. We should all be very thankful to them for everything they've done to get us through this very odd year. Thank you so much, and the best is yet to come.
Thank you so much. Such kind words. Our next award is the First Responder of the Year award. This award goes out to all law enforcement and first responders throughout the community. Believe me when I say I understand the tough job that these individuals have each and every day. This year we're going to honor 2 responders. This responder is a law enforcement officer who has always come to the rescue with sincerity and when applicable, a smile. You can find this individual at each and every community event, including working early morning shifts to help vendors set up at the Peter Anderson Arts and Crafts Festival, for example. It's with great respect and honor that I present this year's Community First Responder of the Year Award to Ocean Springs Police Officer Jonathan Carroll. Unfortunately, due to his line of work, he could not be here with us today, but we'll make sure he gets that award. Congratulations.
And thank you to Jonathan Carroll, Officer Carroll. He does a fantastic job with the Ocean Springs Police Department. And as Cynthia said, he wasn't able to join us today, but that's due to his work and his dedication to the city. So we appreciate everything he does. Next up is the First Responder of the Year. And this goes to one of the firefighters. And our new, I say new, but he's been with the city for a little bit, Fire Chief Derek McCoy. Chief McCoy has done an outstanding job since taking over at the Ocean Springs Fire Department. He's responsible for spearheading the fire training facility that will be constructed this year, and which will go a long way to add the additional benefits of all the enhanced training for our first responders. And so for all of these reasons, it is with great pleasure that I present the First Responder of the Year Award to Fire Chief Derek McCoy.
Hey, I certainly appreciate it, and I'm honored to receive this award, but I must say it's an honor for me to also lead the great fire department that I lead, as they make me look good each and every day. So thank you again.
Congratulations, Chief. Thank you for all that you do. Our next award is called the Legacy Award. This is a special award that honors an individual or family who have created and left a legacy to this community. This year's award recipients have done just that. The Moeller family was hard hit recently with the loss of David Moeller, half of the team who runs the Tato Nut Shop in downtown. This family has been a main staple in the community, a driver and force for economic growth for our town, and are a family deeply enriched in the history and culture of Ocean Springs. David and Teresa have always worked hard and have always given back to the community.
That's right. We want to thank the entire Moeller family and everyone at Tato Nut for their years of service and dedication to Ocean Springs. Whenever we think of downtown and great donuts, we obviously think of Tato Nut. So thank you for everything that you've done, and you're going to stay in our prayers. So thank you.
And congratulations for this award. We'll make sure that they get it. Our last award of the afternoon is the President's Award. This award honors the person who served as president with us at the Ocean Springs Chamber in 2020. I would like to thank Shirley Leroy, who led us during a pandemic. We're honored for her service and thank her for leading us in 2020, and she has graciously agreed to serve as president again for 2021. Thank you for being a great leader of this team here at the Ocean Springs Chamber, and we'll make sure she gets that award. So I also want to move on. That concludes our award portion of the day. But I want to give another thank you to our sponsors: Chevron, Mississippi Power, the People's Bank, Jamie Dent CPA, Ingalls, and Hancock Bank. Thank you also to all our local businesses who donated to the Ocean Springs swag bag. I know there's going to be some very happy recipients of those bags.
That's right. Yeah, please remember to take a moment to like and share this post using the hashtag #OSCommunityStrong for a chance to win some great prizes from some of our phenomenal Ocean Springs businesses.
And with that, congratulations again to all our award winners.
And this concludes our event. Thank you to all of the volunteers, all of the businesses, and everybody who makes Ocean Springs such a phenomenal place to live in. We wouldn't be able to have such a great community without you. And we thank you for all your service to our community. So with that, thank you and have a great day.